locked into the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was. the down and distance and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Knocks him over. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Nowadays, this has become routine, hasn't it? That was a heck of a route there by the tight end. A great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
Here we go! 60 Pittsburgh. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Take 4.
Throw left side complete. That's Peterson.
60 or. Everybody scoot up.
2nd and 4. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, it's Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Beal. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And that will be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Ready, go. Let go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 53 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And to give this time to the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Second and 13. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Atlanta now coming out on the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Taylor on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. They go play action with Taylor. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The Falcons send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And now it's second down. Second and 10. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They run a draw here on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The Bucs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they try the right side here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Watch the screen. Check 99.
They'll set up a throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run. This is Cannon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 at the 19. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
He's checking.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. He may try and run for this. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I got you. I got you.
And to give this time to the tailback. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Quit talking about it and whip.
Come.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Let go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Taylor going to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. On 3rd down, Taylor throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here.
10-2 stop. Hey, come on now. Out. Snap.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
2nd and 11. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taken in at the 22. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Taylor now off the bootleg. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Beal. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
To throw is Taylor. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. It's a give to Freeman running right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And a give this time to the tailback. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 56. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. They'll drop to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Taylor throwing the out route incomplete. That's Beal. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Set, 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Ready. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's long. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Taylor. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
All right, partner, this is where I get to show my age. Because I remember when the strip sack kind of came into vogue, where defenders were taught not just to make the tackle, but do that little extra, try and jostle the arm of the runner and knock it free. And that's what we just saw there.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They've bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. One more time, it's Cannon. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking left side, and it's complete. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Now back to throw. Gets it off to Freeman.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense. Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So out come the Bucs now. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Freeman again. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
2nd down and goal. Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw. The catch and run. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slip on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on a jet. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? Can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out?
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is...
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall foot. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
On second down now, Hatcher. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, look now at our starting defense. And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Check 24, check 24.
And to give this time to the tailback. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're going to get the 1st down here as he's up to the 14. They get 9 there, and in the process, escaping their end zone, picking up a 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a 3-and-out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Hatcher. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a big hook up here to Whalen. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. On first down, Hatcher, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. He may try and run for this. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. That's long. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 94 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
They'll run on first down. It's Cannon, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Taylor on the screen. This is Cannon. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After 1, 7-0. RDA Sports. Now Taylor on 1st down. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. To throw again is Taylor, and that is caught. Touchdown Falcons. From a yard out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st down, Hatcher. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now, Hatcher. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll run on 1st down. Hatcher. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the double.
March 56.
Here we go.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set. 60 outlaw.
All day, every day.
Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays. At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Hatcher. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Down. 60 or. Clear. Down.
On 1st down, Hatcher. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. He gets it to Whalen, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Now Taylor. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch 20, check 20. Double time, double time.
To throw again, Taylor. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Beal. And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take it. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Hey, watch the ball.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Taylor, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Taylor, and he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Cannon, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Taylor firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor to throw. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Hatcher, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Back to throw now on 1st down. Complete to Whalen. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will.
I'm going to hit you all day.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And now look at him go. 20, 10, touchdown Falcons. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run the counter. Hatcher, they'll only get a couple up to about the 30. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Get it.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Beal. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Go now. 90 Wolf. 56. Watch the screen. Be driven.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Set now to kick this one away. It goes. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. Big series right here. You got to step up.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run on the draw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But Let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they'll run on the draw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ready? 60 yards.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Hatcher. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. On 3rd down, it's Morgan. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Morgan, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Atlanta, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display. Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
There we go. Nice play.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Taylor will throw.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Taylor. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Shift. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Go now. 60 outlaw. 56. Here we go. Safe. 5.
Off play action. Nicholson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now Taylor to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Craig. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now Taylor. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Taylor. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Nicholson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Taylor. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Taylor looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Throwing again, it's Taylor. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him. And got his man complete. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nicholson looking left side. He's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Taylor. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go!
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Off the bootleg. Nicholson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 37-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
7 yards there and a first down. On first down, they run it on the draw play. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. From the 44, Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Taylor. Over the middle, complete. That's Beal. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Set 30 base. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, Nicholson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 2 there on the dump-off. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Nicholson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown as well, because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Cloud. His throw caught right around the 6 and goal. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. And the big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, they're 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Looking left side, and it's complete. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it.
That's up. That's up. All right, baby, yeah.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. On first down, Cloud. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Craig. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cloud. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up, get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Nicholson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Give him 6 yards in the first down. been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. A field goal, the difference. 17-14, the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. To throw on 3rd down. Cloud. Hard throw, incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off play action. Nicholson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
30 base. Clear.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Nicholson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after here coming up. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Cloud. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Nicholson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Nicholson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, He'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nicholson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
60 outlaw. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing on 1st down. Nicholson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun, Cloud. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Falcons send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
Off play action. Nicholson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
All day, baby, all day. We coming all day.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nicholson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nicholson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Nicholson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Cloud looking left side, and he's got a man. It's long. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards, the final tally.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cloud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Looking to throw. Nicholson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st and 10. Nicholson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Cloud. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Ready.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Nicholson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Here we go. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Back to Cannon again on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Cloud firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong...
Slide